Hey guys, Clumsy here. It's been a long time coming, but welcome back. This time to Transport Fever 2. As this video is released, should be the day before the official release of Transport Fever 2. So the hype is real. I'm sure you guys are super excited to get into it. So in the previous episode, you might be wondering, what? I thought this was episode 1. Why is this previous episode? So we actually started this map in a stream, in a live stream, when I did this over Twitch. So let me give you a bit of a background on what's been happening. Alright? And if you want to check that entire stream out, that's 3 hours worth of Transport Fever 2 content. Go and check it out. Playlist link should be in the video description. So we started off in checking out the new mechanic for fuel. In the previous game, in the initial Transport Fever, it used to be as simple as getting crude oil from the oil well and shipping that to the refinery, and that will then get transformed into fuel, and then you can ship it back. Now there is another step in between where from crude oil you would have to ship it to an oil refinery. So from crude oil it becomes oil, and then from oil you ship that, and that becomes the fuel. So it's instead of a 2-step process, it's a 3-step process now. And so what we did is, from this oil well, we initially built a truck station. And by the way, we are starting in the 1850s, so everything is old school. Everything is as difficult as it should be in terms of the slowness of these horses and the limitations of our trains. So quite a bit of challenge in there, but we are working fine. This is medium difficulty, so we are able to manage somehow. So from here, we deliver that just across the street, a few blocks away, but with horses that's more than enough. And we deliver it here. So that becomes crude oil, and then they ship it back. Yeah, they ship it back here. And then from this station, you can see that this is in catchment, so we actually have a port here. So this guy is taking in the oil, these boats, and then it's shipping that over to this port, which is then transporting the oil into the fuel refinery. That gets transformed into the fuel and then gets shipped back by the same boat to the same port. Yeah? So once that's back, a new, what is that? Passenger car? Maybe? A Russo Bolt. Welcome to the 1870s. And now we are earning something. Alright, well, I'll show you later how the lines are working out, but let me brief you first on what's been happening. So the port is now back. When the fuel is back here in the port, that gets shipped over to this point again. And then we have a line that goes from here. I think we ship the fuel to this station. And then from here it goes to Tianjin, I believe, which is the town right here. This Tianjin is requiring food and fuel. So the unloading station we have, I think, is this one. Yeah, within catchment of most of the stuff in here. If you look, there you go. You can see all the buildings that require food and fuel. So this stop is in catchment of most of those. I think we need a new catchment here. Because Tianjin has been increasing, has been growing more and more through the years. If you look at the charts, that's how the population is going. Steadily rising. That's what we want to see. Right, so that's fuel. In terms of food, we have a lot of farms here. And the farms, now they get transported via horses again to this food processing plant. Loving the lighting in the modeling here. And then from the food processing plant, they get transported into Tianjin. So very simple, quite a few lines in here. If you look, yeah, Yeah, we have the red line, which is the farm to the food processing plant, and the yellow line, which is the food processing plant to the city, to that same unloading point. Yes. Now a little bit of a twist here. I mentioned something about this guy, the crude oil thingy. Instead of just sticking to horses, I started exploring how do we do that using trains. So you see we have a couple of trains here already. And even the fuel itself, instead of transporting that via horses, which takes like, I don't know, 10 years to get to the city, we do that instead using a train line, a dedicated train line here. This one on the leftmost. The fuel to city, this brown line right here. Oh, how do you select just that one? That one, the brown line, right? Like so. So it's working pretty well, I would say. And if we look at a money point of view, statistics of the lines, all of our lines are earning except this orange line, where I put in 3 trains to try and phase out this truck station. But I haven't found that good balance just yet. So in this episode, I wanted to fix that part because it's proving to be a bottleneck. You can see so much crude oil is being stored here in the horse line, but they're not shipping it fast enough. And so if we look at the stats here, you can see the transport is only 55%. So the output is 400. We're only transporting around 200 crude oil. So with a new mechanic in Transport Fever 2, you'll see that this one, there's like a rotting mechanic now in the game, where if you leave goods too long in the station, they eventually expire or something along those lines. So we definitely have to fix this part. So that will be the focus in this episode, okay? Now, I tried in the stream removing the truck stations totally because we have a lot of trains anyway. I think I'll go back to that because right now we have redundancy. We have the truck station and we have the train station, both delivering to this oil refinery right here. And so they're kind of battling it out. Like some of the crude oil is being here on the truck station, some of the crude oil is being here on the train station, and the balance isn't even. Look at that. Our trains are not pulling enough. If the game was smart enough, it could have balanced this a bit more. Did you see that? Crude oil just disappeared. I'm not sure if that was because, yeah, no horses yet there, but crude oil was disappearing from this station. It was expiring, so we are leaving crude oil on the table, figuratively speaking. If we could have a choice here, if we could allocate this manually, then I would put most of the load here on the train and just leave a little here in the truck station. Just so we are filling it out. We are like everything that the trains cannot carry, we leave to the horses. But I don't think you can set it up that way. If you can, let me know, okay? But for now, I think what I'll do is I will completely eradicate this backup line. So I will go to the vehicles. And by the way, before that happens, there is a station statistics line. You can see the overload here. You can see very good in most of the lines, but we have 2 very poor ones. One is this one, the lower Suzhou. I hope that's how you read it. And because we are leaving crude oil on the table, so that's classified as very poor. Maintenance is actually very high here. Interesting. I don't know how that works. And is that this one? Let me see. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, that's this one. And the other very poor line is the passenger line. So I also made a few, some very simple tram lines. You can see all the people waiting here. I'm not yet sure how to fix that, but we'll have to think of that later, I guess. We'll have to focus on that later. So, let's go and focus on this one. What I'll do, I'll remove the vehicles from the blue line, this backup line, and the interface with Transport Fever 2 is just amazing. So easy to, very intuitive, very easy to understand. You can sell, you can replace. So sell everything, and then the line, remove the line itself. What that will do is all the crude is now here on this train line. Yes, you see? And I'm seeing a blue line there, a blue text there. I'm not sure if what that means is if it's overloaded. Let's try and observe. Will we notice the same thing here? It is, yeah. I think when it's a blue text, that means it's overloaded. And that you also have that, yeah, some passengers leave because station is overloaded, indeed. So that's nice. There is a clear indication even here. Some cargo items are lost because the station is overloaded. So we have a couple of pain points in here, but let's focus on this one first. So, how do we do this? Currently we have 3 trains in here. What I'm thinking is we can make it just 2 trains, 2 long trains, because you can see this orange line, it's very short. And with 3 trains in there, there's always now 1 train that's waiting. There's always 1 train waiting. So I'd rather have 2 long trains that have more cars so that we prevent any kind of problems with that. So what I can do probably, let's try it first. I'll instead of 3 trains, I'll make it 2 trains, and then I'll make it, instead of 6 wagons, I'll make it 10. Let's see if we can do that. So with the vehicle screen here, we have 3 trains. I think what we can do is we can sell one of these. I think this guy we can sell off. Train 5. We sell, no, actually not that one, because this guy is full of crude oil and we don't want that to lose. So we sell train 6 instead, I think. Yes. So train 6, let's sell you. Ching! Magic. It's gone. And then what we do is we go and replace these guys. So replace all vehicles. The 2 remaining ones. I think we have a stronger train now. Class D type 1. So they were previously having this one. These guys are very expensive though. I'm not sure if it's worth it. But the tractive effort is double than the Russian class V type 1. But the price is also 36, 72. It's like 3 times more. So I think I'd rather get many of these. Anyway, they won't reach top speed. So top speed is not an issue. I'd rather get multiple trains like these, like 3 of these. So that should triplicate the tractive effort, hopefully. I'm not sure if it has a linear scale like that, but let's try it. So if I add like, let's see, 30, 60, 40. Yeah, let's make it 3 trains like this. 3 locos. And then have each of one of them have 10 tank cars. Yeah, it's still mediocre. That's good. If we add more, 2, 3, it's okay. So let's not make it a poor power rating. Mediocre should be good. 70 capacity per train. We'll need 2 million each. We have enough for 1, but we'll need to loan more. So let's loan that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2.5 million. Alright. And then we replace these guys. There you go. Have both been replaced? Oh, actually, I was computing that wrong. They have been replaced. The cost that we see for replacing the vehicles over here, that's for all the vehicles already. That's not per vehicle, so we don't need to actually loan these guys. That's good. That's good. Right, so these guys are super long now. Yeah, man. 3 locos, 10 wagons, 10 cars. Oh, that looks so cool, doesn't it? And I think they're pulling just fine. I think they're pulling just fine. Okay, let's continue. Let's speed it up and see if this is something that is sustainable, if this will be enough, or if we need to add more wagons. Oh, and just like that, there's another train that's new. But I don't think we need that. That's too fast, 50 kilometers per hour. Goodness, I think this might be a problem. I think I'll have to lengthen this. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can flip it like that. Let's see. Loading. Let's see if it can flip over. I think it will have a problem. In Transport Fever 1, it had a problem if that happened. Yeah, look at that. It went to the wrong platform. Okay, let's fix this. So this other train, this other station, the length is just enough. But this one is too short. So let's fix that. Let me remove that bit first. I know. Stop complaining. And this is where we can also feature the modular aspect of this. So if I show you, if you configure this one, extending the platforms is so different now. Transport Fever 2, it's so amazing looking. I'm just not sure how to measure how long that is. So you can lengthen it per platform, per station. Like so, I think that's enough actually. I think that's enough length. Let me see. Yeah, that looks 120 now. I hope. Let's also lengthen this and put in a cargo platform in the middle. Right? That should work. And then over here, I'm not sure if we can connect that without adjusting anything else. Let's try. So that works. And yeah, that works too. Perfect. Alright. And this one, connect you right there. Oh crap, that won't be working. That's too close, I think. Now that is the pickle right there. Okay, let's think about this. Alright. Let's go and see if we can connect. What is the shortest? There you go. That's the shortest one that's available. There you go. Okay, just a minor adjustment necessary there. Alright. So from here we can connect. Oh, that's not going to cut it. So that way we don't have a problem. But this way, I think we need to reconstruct the tracks. There. That one works that way. And from here, that one works that way. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. Yeah, we'll make that work somehow. Let's put some signals in because I kind of deleted some. Let's delete that one. Now here, we need a signal. That's fine, maybe. We need a signal right before this. So that train would be coming. I guess we put the signal right before all these junctions. That should be fine. Yes. Here we put that signal. We remove this one. There you go. That should be okay, I think. I think we're missing some more, but... Right, let's put one right here. I think that should cut it. Alright, one more here. Alright. That okay? I hope so. Alright, let's see if that works. No more complaints, right? Okay. Does that work? Train got squished over. Sorry about that. You'll thank me for it later. Okay, there we go. No more overload of this station for now. We'll see how it works later. Okay, so now they're both even, Steven. If we speed that up, they should be both in the middle. There should be no waiting. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I love the smoke particles here. Looks so real, doesn't it? Not very eco-friendly, but fine. Alright, speed it up. So we drop the fuel, drop the oil, take in all these crude oil. Look at that, beautiful. Nice. Right, no more overload there. Over here, all the oil has been transported, well, half of it, on this ship. So that is looking pretty good, actually. That is looking pretty good. Let's speed it up. Now this guy is... I think this one we need to upgrade now. Yeah, let's do that as a next step. Okay, let's see. So this train arrives, drops off 28 oil, and then it will be picking up 90. It can pick up a maximum of 70 crude oil. So that's actually perfect right there. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And look at that, the length is just perfect for this train. 120 meters. Is that meters? I think so. Beautiful. Alright, that's the perfect balance right there. So if we look at the stats now, everything is green. And look at this orange line, where it's earning 300k now. From a previous losing 300k, now it's earning 300k. So we upped our gain by 600k in total. Love that. And that will, I guess, continue to rise as we progress. Now, in terms of fuel, I don't think we have a problem yet because we are... Yeah, actually, this train isn't carrying enough fuel. So we don't need to up that frequency just yet, I think. Alright? Alright, let's go and check over the statistics here. Overload, let's classify this. Poor. Okay, yeah, this is what we need to do now. So we have this one. The food line is not the best right now. We can also make that into a train station, actually, this one to that. We'll have to explore that a bit more later. Let's have a look. Tianjin, how are you doing? Shopping facilities. How do we read this? Stations, -10. Traffic is good. Emissions are not too good. Emissions are a new thing in Transport Fever, so I'm not so familiar with that yet. That's interesting. Look at that growth, 190%. That's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, so how do you make it work when you have these kinds of poor lines, lots of people waiting? How do you make that work? Where are they all going? Let's have a look at the line. So they're waiting on this blue line here clockwise. So they're probably traveling to this point. And here we have where are the people waiting? Okay. So I think I'll make a special, a new line, a straight line. Because these guys are just circling, right? But it seems like the bulk of the passengers are interested in that straight route right there. So what I'll do is, in addition to these clockwise lines, I'll make just a straight line like so. And that might be the exact line that they're looking for. Yes? Yes? Maybe no? Yes. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, this is industrial. Yeah, let's do an end-to-end thing here. Okay. Let's go and build a bus or tram station. Let's also make that into a tram. Yeah, that would be nice. After all, this is the main line. This is the artery of the Tianjin. And let's make the roads wider if possible. Let's focus on that first. So if we can upgrade a large street and then put some catenaries in. How do we do that? Street modification, track tram tool. So I think the first thing we need to do is to upgrade that bit, those bits, right? This straight artery right through here. Something along those lines, I guess. Right? And then we try and upgrade that if possible. Not so sure if it... Yeah, it's like crap. It's not going to work. Because there are so many buildings in there already. That's the problem with real life as well, right? Like, actually, this one works. And that's actually very interesting. That's a new mechanic. The house isn't completely bulldozed, I think. Some of them can be pushed back. That's amazing. But yeah, this will require some heavy overhauls later. It requires a lot of money. For now, I think we can just leave it as is, medium. And in the meantime, let's pay off some loans. There you go. Let's zero out that loan eventually so that we can loan more. Doesn't make sense, but it does actually. So we minimize our one sec, tram track, yes. So we minimize our loan payments. That's what I mean. Yeah, that looks good. So this would be the end of the line right here. And then the other end would be somewhere over here. And then it would just be a straight through. Right? Okay, that one looks better. That one actually looks better. I love how the graphics is now in Transport Fever too. Looks so amazing. Goodness. Alright, so let's make some stops as well. Let's put some stops in here. So let's see. Where's the overlay I'm looking for? Okay, here. Residential. So let's go and pick this one. Should we? Let me think. Start here, maybe. The next one could be here in the center. The next one could be right here. Yes, this one. And then the next one could be that same station. And then one more right here, maybe. And then that one. Yes. A bit close together, but I think it will work. Okay, so let's make a new line. What was that sound? Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that there are sounds now when you create a station like that. And then that one. And then I think we can actually have just one line circling all the way. Go back like so. Yeah, that should be fine. That's how I would understand the problem in this city. That's how I would solve it if it's correct. I don't know. So let's put it as Tianjin city straight. I don't know. You get the point, right? And so with that in line, how many vehicles do we have per line here? We have 18. No. Clockwise we have 5, 5. Okay, let's put 5 as well on the straight one. Will that be too few? We can put 10. Let's put 5 first. You know what? Let's put 10. Let's put 10. Just to be on the safe side. Passenger. Oh, that's a road vehicle. What we need is a tram. Where's the depot? You guys find the depot somewhere? That's a depot, I think. There's the depot for the trams. There you go. Ooh, fancy. Let's go and take this one. Let's go and buy 10 of you. Ow! Straight line. Perfect. Alright, let's see how that affects. So if we look at the waiting people, still everybody is on the green line. But hopefully, eventually, they will start moving to the new one. We'll see later if that makes any sense. Hopefully these guys stop waiting there and instead use the station right here. Because that is more direct to where they're headed, I think. At least that's what I think. We'll see if that makes sense later. Okay. How are we doing? Here we need actually more horses. Because that's turning blue there. Station is overloaded. Okay. Yes, let's add a few more horses in there. Maybe 2 more. Cargo. 2. put you on that purple line or pink line. Not sure I'm a fan of those sound effects. They sound a bit too loud. But okay. How are we doing? Let's have a look. Look at that, 100% oil well being shipped. How about here? Here we have... Yeah, I think we're doing the best we can. Everything is being transported. Everything... Production and shipments not working as well though, but we are on level 2 already. So we did this has leveled up already. Okay, that's looking good. Wow. This can go up to 4 levels, this fuel refinery, and looks like we are starting to max it out. Transport is looking good. And we have a lot of oil that is stored. Why are you not building that? Maybe you don't have as much demand. Suppliers. Shipping, yeah, 99%. Consumers. Yeah, look at that. Tianjin. So we are shipping everything that it needs, so it doesn't need to produce more. 97% providing to Tianjin there. I love the stats of this new transport fever. So easy to understand now. Yeah, I wonder if we can improve that somehow. The catchment. Increase the demand somehow. How do we do that? Make a truck unload stop. So right now what we have is this one. That one. Yeah, so that train line. Is there an overlay for that? Cargo layer, yeah, that's the one. What is this? Oh, the usage of transport roads. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so if I select that one, then what's that encatchment of? Yeah, I think we can do like one more here. That would increase the demand for food, but for fuel, not really. We have most of them in catchment. Yeah, so I think it's better if we just improve this instead. Yeah, look at that. That's turning blue now. So let's add more. Not so sure if we can just add horses and be done with it. Let's see. Let's add, I don't know, 10 more. Color you red. And then put, I think that's new. I don't recall all these sound effects when I first streamed it. Not such a fan. Maybe if they're a bit less in terms of volume. I don't think there's a specific one. Maybe that's the sound effects here. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So how's this looking? 47 out of 70. Are we earning? That's the important point. We are... No, we're losing money. No, that's different. Fuel City Train. These guys. Why are we losing money there? Are we shipping everything? I think we're shipping everything. One sec, huh? I think I missed did I not miss something? No, it's okay. Might be because I have 3 trains here. They're not full? No, they're full. They are full. Then there's lots of things to take. But I guess that's because they're only traveling one way. So they're not being maximized. Also because of the huge delay, huge frequency, you'll see when we deliver this is probably going to go positive in a huge way, this brown line. From negative 2,000, ka-ching! Now it's positive 300,000. So okay, all in all, I think that's positive. If you look at the stats here, yeah, that's always blue line is more than red line. So it might seem in a certain period that we are negative, but long term, we are always earning money. That's good. Okay, let's leave it as is then. All right. Whoa, look at that. Might have been a bit overkill. But that's fine. Well, they'll space themselves out, I think. Okay. That's looking good. It's looking really good. 64 fuel, 42 fuel can be brought in. That's fine. That's great actually. Over on this side, we can optimize that a bit better. Even though we're earning already 300k there. We're earning crude oil train, the orange line. Actually 600k, that's our main money maker. Goodness. We can optimize that a bit more, I think. Because like if you look here, it will only be picking up 43. 47. So I think we can lessen one car. And that should still work pretty well for them. And they would be faster even. And we would require less. Let's do that. Just a bit of optimization. The problem with this game is you can optimize limitlessly. So if we add that 1, 2, 3. And then we add these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. Replace them. There you go. So we earned a bit of money. They should be a bit faster. And yeah, they're still full. Look at that. So that shouldn't be a problem. I think that's fine right there. Where's the other train? The other train is here. Okay, that looks good. Alright. We can pay off one more loan again. Down to 4 million loans. That's good. Alright. How long have I been playing? Goodness, the problem with this game, you can never tell because it's just so good. Right, let's do a few more improvements here, and then we'll see. Okay, let's see. In terms of stats, very poor. 17th Street, they're still here. Goodness, I think the only main thing that we can do here is we just increase the number of folks taking passengers in, because this seems to be like a really famous line, and it might not be just going straight. Maybe they're interested in going to that point right there, or maybe they need this straight here. That could be as well, because there's many people here. There are many people here, so maybe they needed that straight line. So what I'll do instead, I'll just add trams just to be done with it. Now I think we have too many trams here on the straight line, because if you look at the money side, we're losing money on that one. So I think what I'll do is in this blue line right here, we have 10 vehicles. I think instead I'll cut that in half. I'll transfer these instead to the clockwise line. There we go. So we have more people, more trams taking these passengers in. I think that's the way we do it. Yeah, blue line is very famous, looks like. Let's see how that goes, yeah? Okay. The next thing I wanted to do for next episode at least is to start making a passenger line from Tianjin to Suzhou. So we can maybe make use of this train line as well. If we can expand this, add like another track and another platform, this time for passengers, that we can do that. That will make this a passenger station. And then we can transfer people to this point. We can make a passenger platform here. And then the rest of the way, they can just take a horse, a carriage. Yeah, because right now, Suzhou is completely untapped. They're very quiet, and it looks like this is the technological capital of the place, because they require the advanced stuff, the tools and the machines. Is it machines and tools? Yeah, these are advanced stuff that we can make later on. I know that we have that capability in here as well. Like you see here, we can build tools. Machines, I'm not sure. It's a very, very big map, so there's a lot of potential here. We're only touching the surface here on the southeast side of the map. So yeah, more episodes to come. Let's leave it there for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think, and as always, if you have suggestions, be happy to hear them. Okay, this is thinning out a little, just a little. I think it's helping out a bit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends. It helps the series out, and let's get more people in here. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next episode. Thanks and bye-bye. I was trying to think of a tagline. Clumsy transporting. I don't know. Thanks and have a good one.